I am Alessandro, part of the team behind First the Game, the new Chaos League game. First the Game is set in Berlin 1942. Player will take on the roles of people unwanted by the regime, trying to survive and maybe make things better. Characters are not friends, they meet each other while hiding themselves in a dark attic because police are in the building searching for you. It's a blindfold RPG. Why blindfold? Because it's played completely in the dark or blindfolded, only through sound. So it's an immersive sound game experience, and it's take place in this attic. The police are searching for you in the building, and through a loudspeakers you will be able to hear the sound of them searching in your apartment, talking and reveal the findings they made. While the player into the attic will discuss the situation, reveal their backstories and trying to survive. Is a game made for one-shot session from 2 to 3 hours, from 3 to 5 players, no GM required, no preparation. Rules are light and meant to increase atmosphere and immersion. The goal is to feel the emotion, reveal the secrets, taking difficult choices, and being part of the solution. What's in the book? A description of the town, Berlin 1942, 5 different characters, maybe more, it depends on the stretch goals, and some flashback scenes. Also, there are personal documents that will help you into the character creation, 13 different audio tracks, tip how to play blindfold, and some important safety instruction. So let's start. The game is structured in 3 parts. We have flashback scene, the attic, and some epilogues. That depends on the choices you will do during the game. So choose a place you can play this game online or physical as well. Find a small room, a dark room, and close your eyes and you are ready to go. First step is choose your characters. So you can choose between 5 different characters. They are archetype of people unwanted by the regime. There is no classical character sheet. We want you to be creative, to be part of the creation. So you will have a series of documents of handouts that you can actually hold in your hands to reveal the story of your character. So you will have letters, certificates, newspaper pages, old photos. All your information about you, your past, your connection, your relationship are scattered in all these documents. So you can pick different information and build up your character. You can reconstruct the mosaic of your character and try to see how your story leads you in this dangerous situation. Then also the character will explain why you are part of the problem, and maybe you can be also part of the solution. So it's all in the character creation. Also, all the things that are not included, you can invent. You can inject your fantasy and fill the blanks that this character creation will leave to you, is on purpose. Also, each character will have 2 objects hidden in the apartment. You are in the attic, your objects are in the apartment. It's part of the story. They are important trigger. We will look at that later. Then we will start the game with the flashback scene. They are meant to expand your game, complete your narrative arc, and explain why you are in this situation right now. There are scenes set in the past when times were easier and when you were, of course, happy, even if some element already were suggesting the dark future. Each character will be the protagonist of his own flashback. You will have the spotlight, and this scene is really about you and your character. The other players will take on the role of your relative, parents, friends, partners, all the people that surrounds you to make this scene more realistic. The scene is about a turning point in your life. For example, take part or not in a strike, get married, help out a friend or not. So there is a choice you made that generate your future that end up in this dark attic. All the flashback scenes are played one after the other. Each one will have his own scene. Also, these scenes are played in the dark with the soundtrack describing the room and the ambient that surround your story. Then we will move to the attic, the central part of our game. In this part, the main themes are the terror, the suspicion, and the trying to get out. It's the first time where all the characters will meet together. The double goal of this scene is connect your stories and find a way to escape. There are some mechanics that will help you in that. Narrate the tracks, so each track is meant to be interconnected to the other. So don't just say don't lie your line, trying to connect with the other, try to contextualize and to make it more deep and more emotional. The other rules is fill the blanks. If there is some blank spot in the scene, some holes, you are welcome to fill it with your story, with your ideas. The other will interact with you with the yes and rules. I mean, they have to take what you said as a true element and build on it their own stories. That way there is this collective shared narrative. There are also the findings. So police will find your object in your apartment while you are in the attic. Those objects will tell us something about you, about your story. So it's maybe something dangerous, something suspicious. Why you have that in your home? You have to just justify that, explain that to the other, put that into the game, incorporate in the narrative. So when an object is found, it becomes an evidence that triggers you and activates you to invent your own stories, and this object will be part of the narrative. When the other object is not found, it won't for the rest of the game, it's still in your apartment, you can use that to make up a plan, for example, when the police will leave the apartment. Include both in your narrative. Also, this object will help you in tell us your history. Are you innocent? Are you part of the problem? Why you have this gun or this Nazi uniform? This is part of the mutual improvisation. And also is a twist that can change point of view on someone or on yourself. The scene will end with the final choice, how to escape. Everyone can be part of the solution, but will you cooperate? Or fear and egoism will prevail. The police won't leave the building without finding an scapegoat. If they have this person, they took this person and leave, and all the others are free to go. How you can choose your scapegoat, it's up to you and your narrative arc. You can want to punish someone, or you need to create a complex plan that requires an scapegoat, or maybe just follow your beliefs. You cannot choose yourself as an scapegoat. If you want, you need to persuade the other to vote for you. When you choose someone, just tap on the shoulder is an extra diegetic gesture, or write a line if you are playing online. When you receive the majority of the votes, you are the scapegoat. You will be sacrificed for the good of the others. So you can remove your blindfold, stand up, turn the lights on and turn the music off, and the scene will end that way. The problem is you don't know how long will be this scene, because it's long as the audio tracks. So if the audio tracks end without finding an scapegoat, or you are not able to balance the votes, you won't have an scapegoat and you will be all lost, all arrested. Then we'll move to the last scene, which is the epilogue. Is a scene meant to conclude your arc and finish your story, and also is a way to debriefing and slowly and safely the rolling, going out of your character. There is different epilogues. If everyone is arrested, you have to write a letter being someone close to your character who unfortunately is dead. Someone who thinks that your character is still alive and will talk about your life and how they miss your character. If the group managed to find an scapegoat, then the group is split in two for the epilogues. The majority of the people will write a letter as survivors. Is what happened from this night on, other things that will happen into your life. The scapegoat have to write another kind of letter, is the last letter before get executed. Letters can be read out loud if you want to socialize the experience. Also in the game we will have some setting mechanics that are very important for us to explore the game. de-escalate. When you use this safe phrase, now stop for real, it means that you all need to de-escalate to lower the intensity of the game because someone is uncomfortable. Also, we will have the X card. When someone touches the X card, it means that the game stops. Maybe you want to discuss, take a break, renegotiate with your co-player, and then move back playing if you feel it. Also, there are some rules to calibrate before the game. Players will talk and choose whether they want to have in game some themes or not. You can have a list what you want to explore in the game, what you don't want to explore. So this is pretty much everything. So thank you for listening. Hope you will have fun playing first the game. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Ciao.